Want to know what one of the most important skills, if not the most important skill, is when it comes to achieving your monetary goals, your financial goals, whatever it may be, 10K a month or whatever the common goal is nowadays? It's prioritization. You need to have your priorities straight. You need to know what exactly you need to do and what thing has the most impact. It's the 80-20 rule. 20% of the inputs result in 80% of the outputs. If you can only focus on 20% of the task, you're going to get results. But that skill can only benefit you if it's complemented by another skill. And that is structuring and allocating time to your priorities. Not only on a long-term basis, but on a short-term basis. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the Millionaires' daily routine. And it's not going to be a one-size-fits-all routine. It's going to be a routine that you tailor specifically for you. Because every single individual has different priorities. Every single individual has different strengths, different weaknesses, different inputs that they need to put in to get the outputs. So if you keep watching this video and if you understand that how you live your days is how you live your lives, hopefully stick to the end and you'll benefit. You see to my right is the Millionaire's morning routine. You might have a few questions. Number one, why is it blank? Number two, if it's blank, why can't it be anybody else's routine? Why is it not mom's morning routine, dad's morning routine, 9-to-5er's morning routine? The answer to that question is because most people that are not where they want to be don't have a routine. As you can see, there's 12 hours on each side. You have 24 hours in the day. There's nobody in the entire world who has less or more than 24 hours. It's about allocating your time properly and prioritizing the right things, what matters to you, in order to actually build out your routine. Now, in this video, I'm going to help you do that. I'm going to help you create your millionaire morning routine. And again, the reason why this is blank is because every single individual is different and every single individual has different priorities. If you're in a low effort business, you have more capital, more leverage, you won't need to put as much time in. You'll need a different routine. There's no such thing as a one-size-fits-all routine. I want you to understand that. You have to build yours yourself. If that sounds like work and you're not willing to do it, then good luck being a millionaire. Let me give you an example. Okay, so this is just an example morning routine. As you can see, it's very open, right? It doesn't have much specificity. And basically, like, this is what you would call like a very mediocre routine. But the most important thing in this routine is how many hours are dedicated to work, right? You might have your ice bath and journaling in the morning. This individual has maybe 30 minutes of that, right? 30 minutes where they do whatever, brush their teeth, have their cold shower or whatever ritual they've committed to doing, even though a lot of them are beneficial. But right after that, they just get into work, right? The first thing they do is they enter a flow state where they're just knocking out the driest tasks. The driest tasks, meaning all the tasks, like all the meetings or all of the things that they don't like doing. Then there's, of course, the creative flow, which is the part of their day where they're working on the creative side of their business. They take a break in between so that they can function like normal human beings, have their meals, whatever. And then they have their family time. And then this whole part is just them. It's essentially sleep. This is just, again, to give some leeway, so you're in bed around these times. But the first thing you need to do if you want to build out your schedule is block out your sleep. And you can have this, and we have a lot of iterations. I'll have my template guy work on this. So you'll have a bunch of templates. But the first thing that you want to do is you want to block out all the hours that you'll be sleeping. Now, a lot of people have told me that they can function on 3-4 hours of sleep every day. Yeah, if you are one of those people, count your accomplishments. You don't even need to pause the video. You know why? Because you have none. I'm sorry to be harsh, but that's just the reality of things. Yes, you work instead of sleeping, but ask yourself this question: how often are you burnt out? Every third day you're burnt out. Every second day you're probably burnt out. You work in lapses of motivation. And the reason why is because you don't have you don't have a consistent circadian rhythm. Search it up if you don't know what that is. You don't have a good cortisol cycle, and a mix of those two things are contributing to your lethargy. Do you know what lethargy is? Lethargy is a state of unusual tiredness or drowsiness or lack of energy that can make it difficult to complete daily tasks. The reason why you have this is because you can function on 5 seconds of sleep or whatever the hell it is that you tell yourself. So block out this time, make it non-negotiable. Understand that, yes, I have one task. Let's say you extend this. I have this task, that I really need to do, or, I really want to hang out with friends or family or whatever the hell it is. You know what's going to happen? You think you're trading off time. A lot of business people do this. They're like, I'm going to complete this business task before I head to sleep. And then you know what happens? They think they're being efficient, but at the end of the day, they end up sacrificing more time in the long term than they actually get out of that so-called efficiency. So don't do that. Don't compromise on your sleep. Don't be like, I was sleeping like 1 hour days. I know you want to have that come up story. Save it for your kids or something. I don't know. Second thing, block out how many hours you want to work. Right? How many hours do you want to work? Put it on a piece of paper. Right? If you have certain goals, a lot of you don't even have that. Whatever the hell it is, like you want to have a set amount of hours in the day where you do work. And preferably, it should be most of your day if you want to have a millionaire morning routine. Now, the other big thing is having big blocks. You want to have very big blocks of time, but you want to define things intricately and specifically, like this type of flow. So this is something that you're going to put in the descriptions here. Let me open this real quick. So if you open this right here, there's going to be, again, the daily tasks that are non-negotiables. For example, attending 5 meetings or outreaching 10 times or whatever it is. The descriptions are going to have the definitions of everything that you write. In bed means in bed. Okay? You want to be specific. I want to be in bed, lights off, everything done, no phone, no nothing. Flow versus creative flow, which is something you guys might be wondering about. Flow is I attend meetings. I do outreach. I write copy. Whatever the hell you find boring, for example. Creative flow is doing all the things that I find enjoyable as a part of my business, recording content, doing XYZ. I don't know. Maybe they're switched for you. Maybe you enjoy the meetings and you don't enjoy, the content. I don't know. But again, that's why you got to have your own damn routine that you build. So first up, block out your sleep. Don't commit to this lie that, I'm a superhuman alpha male, sigma male. I don't know what the hell you're committing to, but don't believe that. Block out your sleep at least 7 hours, at least. Otherwise, burnout will be your best friend. You will be sleeping with burnout. Forget your wife, forget your lover. Burnout will have... Anyways, I'm not going to go too deep into your intimate relationship with burnout. But another thing here is keep the morning routine short. Keep the morning routine short. And by the morning routine, I mean don't have this 2-hour meditation session, then sit down for 4 more hours where you do a Wim Hof breathing exercise. I don't know, there's some good things out there, but a lot of it is just time wasting. So keep it short. Keep it 30 minutes, 1 hour maximum. If you want to put working out in here, you can put that as well. One very important thing as well to add in is the break. You want to add in the break. You want to have a break. You don't want to just go flow the whole time. A lot of people will be like, but that breaks my flow. Okay, if that breaks your flow, then you don't know how to enter flow. You probably don't even end up doing the first 3 hours, and you're worried about re entering because you never start. That's a different issue. But if you want to solve that issue, I don't know, we'll upload a video about it. But for now, make sure you add a break in the middle. In this break, you want to have your mind completely off of work. No meetings, no nothing. Link your daily schedule with your Google Calendar. Okay. I don't want you to have a meeting at 6 a.m. and you wake up earlier than usual. Oh, but I still got 6.5 hours of sleep. I don't care. Anyways, I guess that's basically it. The other thing is having daily tasks. Again, I mentioned this before as well. You want to add the descriptions as you go, but the daily tasks you want to decide on. If there's something that you absolutely do every day, if you pray every day, if you talk to your business partner every day, if you send out a loom every day, if you've committed to doing things every day, you add those things over here. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you build the Millionaires morning routine.